What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 656 of Community Universe Mode, and we are live. The season officially beginning here tonight at the Draft Shakeup. The future of this season gonna be decided as every single superstar under contract in CMV finds out where they will be calling home, Crossfire or Supremacy, and we have got a whole lot of juicy matches on the table, and it gets started right here, right now, with this Battle Royale, the winner of which has been promised an Internet Championship match. Now, of course, we don't know which brand yet the International Champion Shay Hodgson will be going to, but nevertheless, the winner of this earns a shot. Even if they end up on the opposite brand, they'll have the chance to bring the title to their brand. Let's say Shay Hodgson goes to Crossfire and the winner of this goes to Supremacy. Well, we'll have a brand versus brand match for the championship. And Shay Hodgson is here tonight in action, going one-on-one with Andrew Briggs as these 8 superstars just start to go after each other. No use waiting. Some familiar faces in there, along with some newbies on the scene. The likes of Johnny Miles and Jarek Lawson making their CMV debuts amongst the chaos. Looks like Ashley Amell of Thunder from Down Under wants to make the first toss out Joey Diaz of God's Chosen. Diaz had a rough couple of weeks being reprimanded by his leader, Chris Proudfoot, for his sinful ways, but let's get back on track and find that light once again. A good way of doing that would be winning this Battle Royal and bringing the International Championship back to God's Chosen. Remember, at the end of last year, Proudfoot lost the title to Bob Luger, but just a couple of weeks ago at Winterfest, Bob Luger lost the title to Shay Hodgson. His title not on the line against Andrew Briggs later, but we do have a match, the Zero G Championship. Gonna be defended. Jason Spade up against Matthew Justice. Still no eliminations, which is pretty surprising. Ashley Amell again trying to toss out Francisco Gianfranco, and it gets him down onto the out, but Francisco, I do believe, is the biggest man in this match. That's not going to be an easy task. The rest of the pool consisting of Antonio Baleska, Zach Angel, and Dada. We saw Dada at Winterfest dominate newcomer Aaron Cade in pretty impressive fashion. Knee to the top of the head by Jarek Lawson. Zach Angel is going to be the first man eliminated. We haven't seen Angel since Ascendance, where he lost that steel cage match to Alistair Knox, but, well, this season not going to start off so greatly for him as last season's end. Much the same. Zach Angel going to head to the back. After the stream, guys, a full list will be posted to the Discord and Twitter, revealing the complete rosters of Crossfire and Supremacy, but we will find out throughout the night where a select few superstars are going early before that list is posted. Joey Diaz into the corner. Ashley Amell with nowhere to go, but Diaz going to divert his course to Antonio Baleska. That Winterfest, Baleska was competing for that unique opportunity against Adam Richards and Rob Cross. It was won by Cross, and, well, what an opportunity it was indeed. The owner of CMB, Kellen O'Neill, offering Robert Cross the chance to choose which brand he wants to go to. Either Crossfire and become United States Champion automatically, or go to Supremacy and get a shot at Chris Proudfoot and the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship. Well, Robert Cross revealed to us all a couple of days ago on Twitter that he will be going to Crossfire, and his coronation to become United States Champion will happen on the very first episode of Crossfire next Tuesday. So Zach Angel was the first eliminated. We've still got 7 superstars in there. Ashley Amell, Antonio Baleska the next one out. And just as Johnny Miles is looking to take care of Amell, Joey Diaz coming up from behind. Baleska was really starting to pick up steam towards the end of last season, but His best efforts at the beginning of this one has been going downhill. The Italian stallion looks like he might have hurt the back of his head on his way down to the outside. And Francisco sending him crashing down to the outside to say what up to Valeska. So now we have 5 superstars remaining. Jarek Lawson, Dada, Johnny Miles, Francisco Gianfranco, and Joey Diaz for a shot at the International Championship in the Man-Eater. Looking like she was on sending Lawson to the back, but catching a break. The Cowboy able to catch his breath. Oh, stomp right to the midsection. There goes Amel. Francisco, geez, using the leverage of those ropes. Oh my God! And then a pendulum double knee strike to the chest. Strutting his stuff. Lawson looking to make a big impact in his debut. Francisco is just taking it to these rookies, though. And Lawson teetering. Not a place you want to be. Gianfranco looking for yet another elimination, and I think he's going to get it. He does. Jarek Lawson has been eliminated. Final 4, tracked to the jaw by Gianfranco Dada, and look at this clash. Francisco Gianfranco may be rivaled in his strength by the Man-Eater, the former internet champion. Face first off that top turnbuckle, laying into him. Joey Diaz, Johnny Miles have been going at each other these last few minutes. Diaz finally looking to get him some of Dada, but that may have been a mistake. Stalling vertical suplex. No doubt about it. The championship to Briggs later in the night. Clothesline, there goes Gianfranco out of nowhere. Johnny Miles with a surprise elimination of the Don. And now looking to do the same to Joey Diaz. Her history of Battle Royals at Ascendant, she won the 4th annual Slick P Memorial Battle Royal to become internet champion. Miles doing his darnest to get Diaz out of here, but the hot commodity with a shoulder thrust before he has any chance to celebrate his return to the match. Pump handle slam into a kip up like it ain't no thing. But by the grace of God, Joey Diaz able to stay in this thing. German suplex, and Dada with a wise move to roll under that bottom rope. Guys, how about Johnny Miles so far in his debut? Oh my God. Combination breaking Joey Diaz into pieces. Out, just like Joey Diaz eliminated. And Miles, without a moment of hesitation, goes right after Dara. Spinning soul kick. Dara says, I don't think so. Body block. Gets sidestepped in an enziguri. This will be a debut that people will be talking about. If Johnny Miles can get the job done, but can he overcome the Man-Eater? The history maker here in CMV. First ever woman to compete amongst the men, and we get a single arm of DDT by Miles. Not afraid of going full force for that international championship shot. Tearing into Dada. Stomp to the lower back. Johnny Miles. Poised. But is he wasting too much time? That's the question. Crack to the jaw. And Dada sent to the outside. Hangs onto that top rope. Miles with 1 punch, 2 punches, and 3. Johnny Miles victorious in the Battle Royal, earning an international championship match in his debut. Can you ask for a better showcase than that right there? What a Battle Royal it was. I didn't even see that Dominator. That Dada hit on Jarek Lawson. The action was so fast-paced and all over the place. 3 punches by Johnny Miles, though. And wherever Johnny Miles ends up, he knows that he has got an international championship match in his near future. What does Shea Hoxton make of this? I'm sure Miles will be watching as Hoxton takes on Briggs a little bit later on tonight. I gotta remember that. This game is different after every single match. That menu pops up, and the first button is exit. Last game it was next. I don't know what sort of design choice that is, but I always hit exit by accident. Something I'm gonna have to get used to. You all have to remind me, alright? We gotta do this together. But coming up next, it is the season debut of the sick, twisted, and demented Levi Marta, who returned years away from CMV at the end of last season, and his sole purpose was to torment Bloody Justice, defeating him at the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance, and then at Battle Scars inside of the Scrap Trap. Marta finally looking to branch out and inflict his, well, how do you even really describe it, his just evilness on another superstar in the form of Travis Baker, who we saw make his debut at Winterfest, held his own against Achtung, but in the end came up short. Once more, he's got Amber Reed in his corner, but I don't know if that's going to help out much. The bell rings, and Marta, no hesitation, just going straight into it, but Travis Baker going to fight. I don't know if you heard that Ralph cameo, but of course he's here for the true season premiere. Levi Marta goes low. Has a hold of the arm. There's Travis Baker, though. His feet. And an elbow to the shoulder. Now going to... Whoa! Travis Baker. I thought Levi Marta had popped him up, and maybe he did, but Travis Baker with some very quick thinking to turn it into a Hurricane Rana. Happy about it. Double axe handle. And a stomp down onto the lower back. Takes the head of Travis Baker, smashing it off the canvas. Not once, not twice, but thrice, going for a choke slam. And I'm not too sure as I look at Levi Marta's hands. It seems as though he's got some metal claws. Is that legal? I feel like those could pierce the skin easily. I mean, referee Poe here isn't saying anything about it, so... Levi Marta, though, will be finding his home on Tuesday nights, guys. Can confirm. Going to Crossfire. And God help every other superstar on the Crossfire brand. Travis Baker breaking free of that rear naked choke. I like this kid. He's got some heart. Another pop-up Hurricane Rana. Travis Baker will also call Tuesday nights his home, so may not be the last time we see these two superstars collide in the middle of a CMV ring sunset flip powerbomb of Baker on proving that he can get it done in that ring, and man, he has a chance to against a legend in CMV like Levi Marta, a former United States champion, won the United States Championship in his debut over 3 years ago. Also a former hardcore champion, tag team champion, and light heavyweight champion. Sliding knee strike to the lower back flip by Travis Baker, who, can't believe I'm saying it, but taking it to Levi Marta. Slingshot from the other side of the ring, right into the middle rope. You know, that maneuver has killed wrestlers in the past. You expect to see something like that from Levi Marta, but man, oh, did not like that. Levi Marta getting straight up after the Pele kick. Signal knee gutbuster. Travis Baker with Amber Reed cheering him on. She makes her debut within these next couple of weeks. But right now, ringside, I gotta commend her. I wouldn't want to get anywhere near Levi Marta if I didn't have a choice. Charges this Marta back into the ring at the count of 3. You have until 20, as is the CMV rule, and Travis Baker maybe getting a little bit ahead of himself, a little bit cocky, and he's going to pay for it. The veteran with a snake eyes. Punch to the midsection, almost went straight through Travis Baker. Double axe handle down onto the top of the head. Kip up by Baker, kick to the midsection. Into a front headlock and a hold in there for a moment. Inverted atomic drop, trips him up. Spreading those legs. Double leg drop to where the sun don't shine, to the nether region. Dragging him closer into the middle of the ring. Now, is this a good idea? I do not know if you want to get on the bad side of Levi Marta and embarrass him like this wins or not. Travis Baker with a kick. Right up the, right up the chute there. Forearm smash and Marta angered. Irish whip out onto the apron. Baker. No, Levi Marta. What is he doing here? DDT on the apron, and blood beginning to leak from the dome of Baker as these fans chant, "This is awesome," and somehow Travis Baker is on his own 2 feet. Taking control in the ring. Schoolboy? No. Kip up Enziguri. Lightning quick is Travis Baker, and the future bright for this rookie. Even more so if he finds a way to keep Levi Marta down. Easier said than done. Hasn't been able to do it so far. Elbow drop to the lower back. Right to those kidneys. Grabbing Marta by that mask. Kick to the midsection, thwarted. Double axe handle again thrown out. Travis Baker from behind. Elbow right down onto the chest. Could it be Levi Marta's curtain call, and Baker is just uber excited? Another backflip. Patiently waiting for Marta to rise to his feet. Kick to the back of the knee. Gonna send him towards the center of the ring. Whoa, mama! Off the ropes. Arm drag. He's still not done. What the hell is that? Even a corkscrew drop kick? I can't even believe what I am seeing. Snapmare. Sliding knee strike to lower back. Travis Baker, I believe, proving us all wrong right now. Whoa! What? Slumdog Millionaire into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Travis Baker has just pinned Levi Marta. And dare I say, dominant fashion. An impressive return to action for Travis Baker after his misstep at Winterfest against Achtung. Bouncing back in a major way with that tilt-a-whirl stunner, defeating Levi Marta. The first man to do so in, 3 years. Since Marta's return, he hasn't been beaten, but Baker just did it here tonight. Oh, and he's bleeding from his eye. That DDT off the apron caught him in the eye there. He's going to have to get that looked at, but right now he just wants to celebrate, and celebrate he should. Ugh. Bleeding from the eye, though. Travis Baker reaching for that brass ring, perhaps. May have just grabbed it here at Shakeup. Well, coming up next, guys, here at Shakeup, 2 superstars who will both be calling Crossfire their home, and the Portuguese god of wrestling, Kevin Silva, and his advocate, Saria, one-on-one with the gravity manipulator himself, former NGW champion Ace Reeves, guys. And remember, as I said before, a full list of the complete rosters will be posted on our Discord and Twitter once the stream is over, but can confirm both these superstars going to Crossfire, and Crossfire's general manager Ken Donahue with some big picks so far. We know they also scooped up Levi Marta and Travis Baker from that last match, but also with quite a quite a nab, if I do say so myself. Ken Donahue recruiting the entirety, guys, of the women's division. The women of CMV will be competing exclusively on Tuesday nights. Crossfire. Incredible. Ken Donahue getting that one from Mr. Slate on Supremacy, who as of yet we don't know who he's got with him. I'm sure we will as the night progresses. Kevin Silva, meanwhile, very aggressive. We saw that at Winterfest in the mixed tag team match. He and Saria against Haley Jones and Ashley Amell. And the match actually got called off due to a double countout. Kevin Silva was beating Ashley Amell from pillar to post. And it's that aggression Kevin Silva, I believe, has been missing for a while now. Ever since he won the Alpha World Championship last season, it's been a steady decline. You can't deny that for the poor wrestling. But after what I saw at Winterfest, I'm hoping he can make a return to form. Not going to be so easy against someone like Ace Reeves, though, who skyrocketed to popularity last season on NGW. Only a couple of months into his career, winning the Magnificent Six ladder match, and then soon after cashing in to become NGW champion. And who can forget the epic he and Jason Spade had at Battle Scars, the season finale. It started off as a triple threat, but after Stefan Hastings was eliminated, Ace Reeves and Jason Spade went another like 20 minutes just beating the snot out of each other for that Zero-G championship that will be on the line coming up here at Shake-Up. Jason Spade defends against Matthew Justice. How about that, guys? Ken Donahue with the entirety of the women's division on Tuesday nights for Crossfire. How is Mr. Slate going to respond to that? Ace Reeves slowly picking himself up. So far, Kevin Silva has been firmly in control off the ropes. Senton right across the midsection, drags him by arm and leg closer to the ropes, only to stomp down onto his wrist and shoehorn him through the air with a bullplex. Saria is loving what she's seeing, and Saria, a lot of us, I do believe, didn't expect a lot from her at Winterfest in that mixed tag, but at least for me, there we go, Ace Reeves with a Hurricane Rana, and then some punches, right hands. Saria, to me at least, proving that she has what it takes to get it done in the ring, and on Crossfire, we will see her compete within the women's division. I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited for everything, though. Drop down. Oh, and Ace Reeves doing what he does best. Manipulating gravity. Kip up. So, oh, and guys, Kevin Silva is bleeding from the back of his head. I don't know if you caught that. You might be able to see it here. Yeah, you can. From his hairline. I didn't even notice when that happened. Kevin Silva has been nicked, guys, and, bleeding from the head. Especially from the side of the head near your temple. That is bad news, but Ace Reeves denies on it. Whirlybird head scissors. The complexion of this match has completely turned around. Kevin Silva was on top of Ace Reeves like a monkey on a cupcake the first couple minutes, but now it's all Reeves. Oh, we know what he's going for here, baby. Ace Reeves off the DDT. Scrambling them brains as he runs to the pin. 1, 2. Not going to be enough to keep Kevin Silva grounded. Hand atop his head. Ace Reeves turns back. Sent onto the apron. Silva adjusts his tights as he drops down to his knees. The Portuguese god of wrestling with a belly-to-belly suplex back into the ring. Kevin Silva, former World Tag Team Champion, Trios Champion, the last ever Alpha World Champion, and a deadly submission expert, perhaps the most dangerous submission artist in all of CMV, maybe even in these past couple of years. That Olympic stretch of his is no joke. Sunset flip powerbomb, shades of one of Ace Reeves' greatest opponents in Dante Tatum. Not able to get the 3. Kick up under the knee. Kevin Silva, another belly-to-belly suplex. Trying to break that record. Kip up, though. Nobody can deny the heart and soul of Ace Reeves, wanting nothing more than to make it to the top of the mountain this season on Crossfire. Sends Kevin Silva to the outside. Watch out, Saria. You don't want to get in the middle of this. What is Ace Reeves cooking up here? It ain't going to be pretty for Kevin Silva. DDT through the ropes and down onto that. I mean, basically concrete floor. You think those pads are offering any protection? Kevin Silva is done. Ace Reeves knows it. Maybe not. The Portuguese god of wrestling suckering Reeves in. Snaps the arm over the shoulder. STO takedown. Another bullplex, and now Silva. Livid. Wanting to get his career back on track and not willing to allow someone like Ace Reeves to stand in his way. Tiring out, though. The longer this match goes, I don't know. I'd probably hazard a guess it'll benefit Ace Reeves. Knife edge chop to the back and a kick to the chest. Takes the wrist, but Reeves is waiting with a forearm smash. Rocking Kevin Silva! But those cat-like reflexes using Ace Reeves' own momentum against him for that snap power slam. Barrel roll. Ace Reeves says, "What you thinking? Enziguri?" Ding dong. Anybody home? Kevin Silva, I think, in La La Land. All the way across the ring, just as we get to the corner, Kevin Silva says, "You thought." A few elbows to break himself free. Double chop down the chest. Up against the ropes, Kevin Silva kicks to the midsection, caught by Ace Reeves. Elbow down onto the knee, and a falling drop kick. Stomped down out of the small of the back. Ace Reeves, what's he doing? Going to his second home, the high rent district, where he feels most comfortable. Could it be corkscrew moonsault? Vintage Reeves, but can he get to the pin? Can he seal the deal? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. Ace Reeves with a phenomenal victory over Kevin Silva here at Shakeup. And after a win like that, a performance like that, it's understandable why Ace Reeves is a top draft pick for Ken Donahue. Tuesday night's going to be something to see with the gravity manipulator around. I mean, just look at this. DDT through the ropes down onto the outside. Kevin Silva was bleeding like a goddamn stuffed pig. Standing tall and deservedly so. Ace Reeves. Come. And are you ready for this one? Because I most certainly am. One of the most anticipated matchups of the night, and for good reason. International champion Shay Hoxton set to go toe-to-toe with Andrew Briggs. And both of these men have been drafted by Mr. Slate to supremacy. And that may come as a shock to some, because Mr. Slate made a statement some weeks ago that he would absolutely not be bringing Shay Hoxton to supremacy. Wouldn't want filth like that, if I believe was his exact quote. But nonetheless, perhaps Shay Hoxton winning the International Championship at Winterfest has swayed Mr. Slate's decision. He wants that championship on his brand. It is the second most prestigious championship in all of CMV. But we found out at the top of the night, with Johnny Miles winning that Battle Royal, he will be the next challenger for Shea Hoxton. So where Miles ends up, we don't know. But right now, Shea Hoxton has got to focus on Andrew Briggs. Hoxton was talking that trash on Twitter last week after this match was announced, saying, Andrew Briggs, man, you dominated last season. You're one of the greatest world champions of all time, but then you lost. Now you step into the ring with me, and it ain't going to be no different. Last time we saw Andrew Briggs was at Ascendance when he put down a longtime rival Ryan Kent, kind of fulfilling a long-desired act of revenge way back at Ascendance 4 when Ryan Kent defeated him. Spent these last couple of months taking a deserved break because last season, man, Andrew Briggs was really the MVP, winning the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship and holding it for nearly months. One of the longest reigns in CMV history before losing it at Homecoming in the championship scramble. Was unable to get it back. But this season could see his climb to the top once again. But Andrew Briggs said in his response to Shea Hoxton on Twitter, if he knocks off Shea Hoxton here, he wouldn't mind getting a crack at that international championship. One of the championships he's yet to hold in his CMV career as a 3-time light heavyweight champion and former Fusion Tag Team champion as well. 2 big picks for Mr. Slate to respond to Ken Donahue's enlistment of the whole women's division. Levi Marta, Travis Baker, Kevin Silva, and Ace Reeves, we know, all going to Crossfire. Shea Hoxton and Andrew Briggs, the only Supremacy superstars so far confirmed. But remember, the entire list will be posted after the show is over. Shea Hoxton with an elbow drop. I guess one isn't enough. He liked it so much. Just perched up there. Yeah, Hoxton, that's why you're not a high flyer. Maybe you should stick to what you're good at. Of course, what is Shea Hoxton really good at other than bending the rules in his favor? I can't really say that with a straight face. Shea Hoxton, an incredible wrestler, but there's no denying he does excel at those underhanded tactics. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one or two throughout the course of this match. At Winterfest a couple of weeks ago, Shea Hoxton won the International Championship for the second time in his CMV career, defeating Bob Luger in quite an upset. Seen by many, including myself, that way. Hoxton has a chance, though, to redeem himself in his first reign as International Champion. It only lasted 2 weeks. He won it at Homecoming and then lost it inside of the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. That very same night, though, in Canada, the Great White North, Andrew Briggs with an L at the hands of Quantum. Didn't want to start the season that way, especially if he wants to reclaim that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, we still don't know which brand Chris Proudfoot, the current world champion of CMV, is going to. Set to compete in our main event against rival Bob Luger, no disqualification. Back suplex by Briggs. Now a jumping DDT. Seeing stars is Hoxton, Andrew Briggs. When he starts to get going like this, he's a tough SOB to stop. Shea Hoxton knows that, kicking out the knees. What a rookie year for Shea Hoxton it was last season. Of course, he debuted towards the end of the season before, but it was only about a month or so. We really got to see him shine last season, picking up the Anarchy title, and some might say that was a reign shrouded in controversy, but Shea Hoxton was the talk of the town, and that's really what matters. One of the top superstars on Supremacy. Had a hell of a match against Brett Angel, despite coming up short at Ascendance, and, well, defeated the man who is now his boss, Xander Slayton, under 2 minutes at Battle Scars. I don't think Shea Hoxton's going to be having that great of a time on Supremacy with Mr. Slate above him. Hopefully, though, and I highly doubt it, knowing Xander Slate calling his entire career, but wait a minute, chokeslam by Shea Hoxton. Andrew Briggs with 3 elbows to the side of the head. Did not want any of that, and Andrew Briggs to the top rope. Very rarely does he pull this out, but it's a big occasion. No, an elbow drop, the very same that Shea Hoxton hit earlier in the match. Maybe as if to say, anything you can do, I can do better. And that was picture perfect. Shea Hoxton was great too, though. And much like Hoxton before, Briggs back to the top rope. As now he's going to hit the corkscrew moonsault. Hooks the leg. Uno, dos, tres. Andrew Briggs victorious over Shea Hoxton. A victory with a big ol' exclamation point on it as Andrew Briggs puts down the international champion. As I was saying before, I know Xander Slade. I've called his entire career. I know exactly the kind of man he is, and he is exactly the kind of man that when he has power, he abuses it. Kellen O'Neill handpicked him, though, to lead Supremacy into the future. What exactly does the future hold for Andrew Briggs and Shea Hoxton? Andrew Briggs back on his A game, and everybody on Supremacy better make way. Coming up next here at the CMV Draft Shakeup, the Zero G Championship is on the line. Champion Jason Spade set to defend against Matthew Justice of the Justice family. Not the last we'll see of them later on tonight. Bloody Justice issuing an open challenge. Who will answer it? We'll have to wait and see, but for now, we're going to see who goes to Crossfire as Cruiserweight Champion. Both of these superstars heading to Crossfire, but the big question is, which of them will be holding that Zero G Championship? Jason Spade picking up the title in the last months of last season, defending it at Battle Scars. I mentioned before during the match between Kevin Silva and Ace Reeves. If you didn't see that match, you should really do yourself a favor. Go back and check it out. Jason Spade and Ace Reeves put on a clinic. Jason Spade showed no signs of stopping at Winterfest when he rolled over Jay Young, who has his own chance to come back against Joseph Santos later on tonight. Jason Spade trying to take Matthew Justice into the corner. I really do hope that Jason Spade was not planning on underestimating Matthew Justice here. We haven't seen a whole lot of Matthew Justice in these past few months, or even in the final months of last season. But his performance at CyberSlam and that 8-pack challenge has always stuck with me. The last ever light heavyweight championship match, Jaquan Shea was defending against 7 other men. One of them was Matthew Justice, and Justice eliminated nearly half of the superstars. It came down to him and Jaquan Shea, and on that night, Matthew Justice really proved to a lot of people that he can hold his own, that he ain't just the baby brother of Bloody Justice, but his own man, capable of being champion. Maybe we'll find out tonight. Jason Spade certainly hasn't taken it easy on him. Justice rolling to the outside, trying to collect himself and get the in and out game. Spade doesn't want to play. Throws a punch, another takedown. Oh, double boot stomp by the Zero G champion, who now takes the arm. Oh, would it be surprised if he just tore it right off? The tenacity of Jason Spade, something that can't be underestimated. Grabbing a hold of Matthew Justice. Spade looking him in the eyes, going for another takedown. That full mount. Spade, open palm strikes From this angle, I can't really tell, but it seems like Justice was doing a good enough job protecting himself, getting up those hands. Sugar just chasing the cat. Sugar cameo. We had Ralph before, it's only right. And Justice, you see here, guys, not happy with the way this match has been going so far. Spade's like, where the hell you going, kid? This is your shot. Not running away. Is Matthew Justice in over his head? Or maybe did Spade just play right into the hands of the younger Justice brother? Thrown into the steel steps, and now further down the ringside area, bottom of the ramp here. Count of 5. They have until 20 with Spade having that champion's advantage. He can retain an count out or disqualification. Whoa, Spade! Lickety split in the blink of an eye. High kick to the side of the head. Says, stay right there for a minute. Springboard stunner! And that certainly was stunning. Spade. Hang on a minute, Spade! Spade with the Collar City Clutch! Collar City Clutch out of nowhere! The Zero-G champion looking to retain the gold with the Collar City Clutch here on Matthew Justice. But Justice able to get onto his back. Knee to the side of the head and a straight punch down onto the bridge of the nose. That might have been Matthew's best chance. Perhaps still is. Ooh! Spade countering the first kick, but didn't see that second one coming. Holding onto the back of his head. Never a good sign. Matthew Justice. Whoa, mama, what a reversal! That is what the Zero-G division is all about here in CMV. Jeez, the quickness at which Jason Spade can just see things coming. The reflexes and the double boot stomp from up top. 1, 2, 3, sealing Matthew Justice's fate. Jason Spade still the Zero-G champion. Matthew Justice perhaps coming into this one we saw him doubting himself towards the start of the match. And that really ended up costing him in the end. Jason Spade still Zero-G champion. Coming up next, my fine feathered friends, we just saw as baby brother Justice wasn't so lucky in his goal to become a Zero-G champion, but now Bloody Justice issued an open challenge at Winterfest, which nobody ended up answering. Did the same here at the Shakeup, and he finally has got someone knocking at his door. And that someone is none other than the Louisiana Animal. Killian Red making his CMV return. Hasn't been seen in over 2 years. Last time he was in CMV was when he appeared surprisingly in the Royal Rumble. And on that night made history for lasting over 15 minutes. And then he dipped. And that was the last we saw of him. So now he's back answering the open challenge of Bloody Justice, guys. But this is no ordinary open challenge. This is the Bloody Justice Open Invitational. And what that entails, I frankly don't exactly know. And I don't know if I want to know, but I guess we'll find out as this match unfolds. It's Killian Red looking jacked to the gills. Nothing has changed, it seems, for the Louisiana Animal. Was Bloody Justice expecting this? I don't think so. But it's what he's getting. What is the Killian Red using the ropes? Jesus! Just straight up yeeting Bloody Justice back into the ring, and now a lifting, going for Bison's record of 8 power bombs in a single match. By the throat has Bloody Justice. A heaving punch right up under the ribs, and a calculated knee drop to follow through. The Justice family has been caught off guard tonight at Shakeup, guys, and scenes in that ring right now. A mugging. Killian Red has not missed a step in his 2 years away from the CMV. Jesus. Knee after knee. Trying to take the head of Bloody Justice clean off. Send it up into the cheap seats. Takedown by Justice, though, we know him to be a fighter to the very end. Doesn't matter what kind of situation the 2-time Fusion Tag Team Champion is in. And wait a minute. Remember, Bloody Justice picked the rules. What the hell is that? What is that, a bone? Killian Red takes it from him. How did that get out of the ring? A straight up, it looks like a spine or something, infused with the head of a ram? I don't know. Where do you find something like that? The Bloody Forest, I assume. And look at this modified torture rack. Killian Red not only targeting the spine, but speaking of spines, but also forcing Bloody Justice to choke himself out with his own arm. Front headlock by BJ. Gonna release the hold. Oh, not a smart move. I believe last season Bloody Justice really came into his own as a singles competitor. For the majority of his CMV career, he's been involved in tag teams, as I mentioned before, a former 2-time Fusion Tag Team Champion. Despite multiple attempts to become champion last season, even in his defeats, it just seemed like with every single week his fanfare was growing more and more. People getting behind him because he doesn't quit. Man, I don't know if that's a good thing. What the hell? What's up, Killian Red? Getting straight up after Governor's Powerbomb, and now he's got that bone. What is he going to do with that thing? Oh my God, the bull! And again! Why not a third time? And a fourth! Good God above! Put a stop to this! How is a weapon like that legal? Note to self, never answer a Bloody Justice open invitational. Not that I was going to before, mind you, but now he's pulling out ram heads and Mamma mia. Killian Red is now at the mercy of Bloody Justice, who's slowly losing his mind. It wasn't a great season's end for Bloody Justice. He lost to Levi Marta at Ascendance and then again at Battle Scars. Levi Marta really did a number on the psyche of Bloody Justice, a psyche that, mind you, was already pretty damaged to begin with. When Levi Marta came along and just stomped on it repeatedly. I'm sure Bloody Justice took pleasure in watching Marta fall at the hands of Travis Baker earlier tonight. But now he's got his own hands full. Enzulari. Oh, and apparently it's falls count anywhere. Justice making the rules and now looking to use them to his advantage, but only gets a 2 count on Killian Red. Oh, what's he gonna pull out now? Give me a break. Oh, a table, okay. Alright, I was really worried we were gonna get a freaking severed head or like a, I don't know, some type of bug? I don't know. What does Bloody Justice have up his sleeves at any given moment? Using the table not as a superstar usually would, but still effective. And he's got that bat made of bones once again across the quad of Killian Red. Gonna make it impossible for the Louisianimal to use his strength if his legs give out on him. And look at Bloody Justice just looking down at his adversary. No mercy. Missed that time, but no, oh, missed again. And this might be Red's chance. Gotta take it. Clothesline, decapitating Bloody Justice. And now he's got the ram's head. Bam! Tasty old medicine. And again. Let's go a third time. Why not a fourth? To the gut of Bloody Justice. Sickening. No! No! Killian Red's not done! 5! 6 with Justice rolling out of the way with everything he has left trying to save his own skin. Throws down the ram's head. Tries to go at Killian. And we get another gut wrench power bomb. A thud that shakes the entire arena. Killian Red still not finished though. Bloody Justice isn't either. Punch to the pec. Clothesline of his own. Ram's head in his possession. To the midsection. Again and again. Killian Red writhing in agony. Calling out in pain. I can't even keep counting the amount of times these two have hit each other with that goddamn bat. Now Killian's got the table that seems to already be broken from Justice using it earlier against Red. Forearm smash to the chest. Table now set up precariously on the barricade. And here we go. Another round of shots with the Ram's head bat. Takes it out of his hands. Killian Red missing, thankfully. I've seen Bloody Justice get his skull split wide open. Back into the ring finally. And Bloody Justice trying to end this thing before these two kill themselves. Double leg takedown. None of those shots getting through. Red protecting himself expertly. Punches across the face. Justice, full mount, again, right across the forehead. These punches clean as day. Red does not look good, but he is still fighting tooth and nail. Oh, where's he going? Come on, we've had enough of this. We've had enough of this. What's he doing? Where the hell is he going? Bloody Justice coming to interrupt him. What's he going to pull out now? Nothing. Okay, Justice got him. What the hell is... Okay. Well, hey, it got the job done. Don't know what it was or what the hell happened. Both these men ramming into each other, neither budging. And Killian Red is obviously the much bigger superstar, but Bloody Justice is just a tank in his own right. Head first off the barricade. Killian Red been busted open, donning that proverbial crimson mask. And watch out, Poe. Do not get between these two. Killian Red sitting up. European uppercut. Trying to hold on to the barricade. Keep himself standing. Wait a minute. Killian Red tornado power bomb. And did you see the way Bloody Justice landed on his neck? That'll be enough to put down a normal man. I don't know why Killian Red doesn't go for the pin. I think he wants to kill Bloody Justice here. Live up to his name, if you will. Another Enzu lariat. Justice right into the pin. 1, 2. But the Louisianimal denying Justice the victory. Throwing him right into the barricade again. Killian Red does the same, just chucking him alongside the ringside area. Killian Was trying to pull something out from under the ring earlier. No, what is that? What is that, a torch? Justice takes it out of the hands of Red and just whacks. Red in the midsection, now in the lower back end again, third time. He's not done. Bloody Justice is seeing red. One. No. Killian. Two. Is the receipt. I think that's a torch. A torch that's thankfully not lit on fire, but a torch nonetheless. No, right up the gooch. The gooch of Killian Red. Getting a clear shot. Oh, please. Somebody do something. Nobody in their right mind is going to try to separate these two, though. Killian Red's got to help himself, and he's chucking the entirety of his body at Bloody Justice, saying, fuck it. Throwing caution to the wind at this point. Got that table. What's he going to do with it? That. Jeez, man. This has got to be one of the most brutal matches I have ever called in CMV history. I can't remember another time where two superstars just mauled each other like this. With bones and torches and tables. Killian Red back in the ring saying, let's end this. Realizing he's got to go and collect Bloody Justice, though, in order to end the match. No countouts, it would seem. Referee Poe following these two on the outside in case there is a pinfall or a submission, I assume, if submissions are in effect. I have no goddamn idea what these rules are. I was thinking about asking Bloody Justice earlier tonight backstage, but then I said, I think I'm just going to stay away from him. Justice back into the ring. Red is happy to follow. Punch to the face and nah. Big old crack to the jaw. And kick after kick after kick until Justice lays at the mercy of Killian against those ropes. Jesus! The Louisianimal! Oh my God! Punch after punch after punch! And again! Swinging for the fences! Bashing the skull of Bloody Justice in! How many punches? Justice finally able to catch one, runs right into a knee. And a scoop slam! Justice rolls to the outside, but you ain't safe out there. Per your own rules, Bloody Justice. Bloody Justice throwing Killian Red right back into the ring, though. What's he going again? Haven't we had enough, please? Come on. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Is that a book? Is that a book? Bloody Justice pulled out a massive ancient tomb from under the ring. What the hell? Where did he get all these things? Oh, Killian, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, don't tell me he's going to get the torch. No, not the... Yep, the torch. He's got the torch. And Justice lying bare. No defense. Again. But he sees it coming. That wily nature of Bloody Justice. You can never count him out. Ribs have got to be broken. Shoulders dislocated. Brains sold. Oh my God. Killian Red falling face first into that book. That's got to be the biggest book I've ever seen in my entire life. One of a kind is what we are witnessing here in CMV, guys, for the shake. Both Killian Red and Bloody Justice. I don't even know if I've mentioned this yet because this match has been insane since the bell rang, but both these superstars will be going to Supremacy if they make it out of this match, I should say. If they live past this match. Oh, Justice out of nowhere with Sister's Joy. Just like that, Killian Red exited the ring. Justice was waiting for him, pouncing like a tiger in the tall grass. And Bloody... What? Are you kidding me? Justice. His reaction doesn't seem to do it. Well, Justice Back into the ring, lying on top of that. Justice takes it into possession as he looks to use it as a weapon again. Yep. Right to the skull. And now the chest. He's going to set it up. Killian Red might be about to take a ride, and it ain't going to be a fun one. Clothesline, ducked by Bloody Justice. Enzu lariat. Super kick. Counter to counter. Ripcord clothesline. What a haymaker. Justice nodding his head. He's feeling it. It's coursing through his veins. Sisters Justice again. Or Sisters Joy, I should say, by Bloody Justice. Killian Red clipping the corner of the table. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I see. This is, not real. Another one. Sisters Joy a third time. 1, 2, 3. Something's gotta give. Are you kidding me? Bloody Justice smacking the canvas in frustration, and who can blame him? 3. Sisters Joy, he's hit. On Killian Red, arms out wide, praying with a spider deal. What the hell? Killian Red with a sunset powerbomb. And I have seen it all in this match alone. Oh no, Killian. Whoa! Going for another powerbomb. Perhaps he's looking to put Bloody Justice through the table that Bloody Justice set up, as is the ancient rule in wrestling, but got a back body drop for his troubles. Big old Irish whip out of the ring. Lord, that book just scared me. I forgot about it. I looked down. What the hell is that? Just a giant book with a skull on it, that's all. Just your average everyday thing, you know? Nothing. Completely normal. Front headlock by Killian Red. Elbow to the back of the head. Back into the front headlock. Kick to the midsection this time. And a package powerbomb. Never seen one of those before. The powerbomb machine. I think Killian Red may have broken Bison's powerbomb record by now in this match. I'll have to go back and watch it and actually count. Another knee. Oh, no. What is he doing here? Oh, I thought he was going to... I thought that he was going to go ahead and do something else, but Killian Red throws us out of the ring. Now he's just looking at him. Almost as if to say, this is my ring now. I'll say this much. I have a newfound respect and fear for both of these men. Killian Red looking for a suplex of some kind, but Justice gets a knee down onto the top of the head. There's the single leg takedown. More of those punches. The desperation pin. Justice, I think at this point, is starting to regret issuing this open challenge. Or at the very least, is really hoping somebody else would have answered it. Into the steel steps. Truly, everything has been used as a weapon at this point. Let's see. We had the ram's head bat. We had the table. The unlit torch. The barricade's been used. The side of the ring's been used. The steel steps now. We pull book. The Necronomicon, apparently. Good God. And now throwing Bloody Justice right into Poe. What did he ever do to you? Killian Red hitting his own chest with such force it actually shaked the hard camera. Killian, another powerbomb attempt for Bloody Justice. Just as quickly, Justice picks him up. Another! Sisters Joy, the fourth one, this time gets a kiss goodnight. Surely. 1, 2, 3! Bloody Justice, hallelujah, is victorious and can barely stand as the bell rings. Good God. Wow, that was That was something. There's no word that can describe what we just saw. Bloody Justice issued the challenge. Killian Red answered. And we saw a war, the likes of which has never been seen before here in CMB. Bloody Justice standing tall. Had to give myself a moment after that one, guys. But believe it or not, we have still got more to come here at the CMV Draft Shakeup. And up next, we've got the return of Joseph Santos. And joining him, his significant other, Rami Young, as he looks to go at it with Jay Young. No relation, I don't believe, at least. Kind of be awkward. I'm pretty sure, though, that there's no relation there. And both these men in their own ways looking for redemption here at the draft heading into the new season. We all know what happened to Joseph Santos. The last time he was seen was at Homebound when he took on his former tag team partner, former best friend Tenra, in an Iron Man match. Loser leaves NGW, but well, after months and months and months of Joseph Santos making Tenra's life a living hell, costing him the NGW Championship and more, Tenra just lost it. And, well, we saw what can only be described as an attempted murder live. Joseph Santos put on the shelf for months, only a few weeks ago, finally cleared by the docks to make his return. You can see that he even still is bearing the wounds of war, that scar he may have for the rest of his life under that right eye of his. But even still, the former NGW Tag Team Champion picking himself up, dusting himself off, and turning that frown upside down, as he said himself so elegantly. In that ring with another NGW alumni in the form of Jay Young, currently the NGW Tag Team Champion. His partner, Johnny Respawn, still nowhere to be seen these last couple of months. Hopefully he makes his way back to CMB soon. Both Joseph Santos, Jay Young, been waiting to find out which brand they will call home. And as a matter of fact, Joseph Santos will be going to Supremacy. Or I should say Crossfire, I got it backwards. Joseph Santos will be going to Crossfire, while Jay Young and his partner, Johnny Respawn, when he decides to make his way back to us, will be going to Supremacy. So we're getting a bit of brand warfare already. Snapmare and a kick to the small of the back. Out of the ring goes Jay Young with a clothesline. I gotta say, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Joseph Santos. Not showing any sort of signs of ring rust or hesitation. Maybe right there, spoke too soon. Holding Jay Young in place, and one half the NGW Tag Team Champions will take advantage because of it. Winterfest Jay Young took on the Zero G Champion Jason Spade, non-title. Did put up a fight, but Jay Young wants to still prove to himself and everybody else he has what it takes to get the job done as a single superstar. He's been traveling around with Johnny Respawn these last few months or so. Captured those tag team titles at the season finale and the Triple Threat Tag Team ladder match at Departure. Back into the ring goes Santos. Oh, and some of those old ways of his creeping up. Sending some disrespect Jay Young's way. Oh, Jay Young, we saw this in his match with Jason Spade. Beautiful takedown into a modified Kimura. Let's not forget, Jay Young trains with CMB Hall of Famer, the technical prodigy, Dave Turner, on a weekly basis. And if that doesn't tell you the level of superstar Jay Young is, I don't really know what else I can send your way. Kitchen sink by Jay Young. Now a stomp down out of that arm, trying to further soften it up before he maybe attempts for another Kimura. Oh, and that's just unnecessary. Just getting a big old handful of Joseph Santos' rear end as Rami continues to watch closely from ringside. I'm sure that she's not happy at all about Joseph Santos being back in the ring. Scary, scary sight at homebound, but Jay Young off the top rope. Wait a minute! Went for a swanton bomb, but Santos got those knees up right quick. I think he might have hurt himself, though, the way that Jay Young landed on those knees. Look, he crushed them. Beautiful disaster kick from the corner. Santos allowing the energy from these fans to push him forward. They're excited to see him back. It's always nice when a superstar can, fight back from such a nasty injury. But wait a minute now, another Kimura. Joseph Santos escaped it the first time. Will he be so lucky? Yes, he will. He's got the key to escaping that, and so he does. As I was saying, though, it's really inspirational when a superstar like Santos can fight back from an injury that can end some men's careers. I wouldn't have been surprised if Santos never came back to a wrestling ring. But rehabbed, he busted his ass, and here he is, looking to begin the season anew. Ooh! And he's feeling it. It's all starting to come back to him. Jay Young against those ropes. Oh, mama! A mega Florida flatliner. Cherry on top. 1, 2. The 3. Eluding Joseph Santos for now. Quick to pick him up. He knows that he's got him hurt. Inverted overdrive. Still not content. The former Rat in a Hat goes for a knee. Jay Young taking him down with a catchphrase, only a 1 count. Big old kick to the spine, sending shooting pains up and down that back. Jay Young does not want to rack up all these losses before wins. So quick, though, is the technical machine as he sort of basks in the adulation of these fans. I think they're more on the side of Joseph Santos. You can understand why. Jay Young's not happy about it, kicking those legs until there's no legs left. Kicking his leg out of his leg, as a wise man once said. Oh, psyched him out. DDT. See ya, bye, Santos. 1, 2. Santos has shown nothing but heart these last few months. And his return to the CMB ring. He's scratched and clawed. And Young, with pity in his eyes, watching from the ring, lording over Joseph Santos. Oop, in and out game. Jay Young says, no mind, I got you. Ooh, but got a big old slap to the chest. Santos to the top rope. What's he gonna hit? Corkscrew moonsault. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh. Well, we've seen that move get a whole lot done here tonight. Both Ace Reeves and Andrew Briggs won their matches off of that. Joseph Santos not going to join the list. Takedown by Jay Young. Tries to go for a chop. Track to the jaw instead. Big kick to the midsection. Ken Donahue seeing something in Joseph Santos. He's been there since Santos' career began here in CMB as a part of NGW. And we're seeing Ken Donahue throughout the night. He's trying to enlist a lot of his former NGW superstars because he knows what they're capable of. Not Jay Young, though. He's going to supremacy, and he wants to go there for the victory under his belt. A cross-legged cradle shock. Or just a cradle shock, I suppose. Kick to the midsection, gets blocked, elbow to the knee. Joseph Santos carrying Jay Young into the corner, smashing the small of his back into the turnbuckles, and then just chucks him back into the ring like he ain't no thing. Another inverted overdrive. The back of Jay Young's head connected off the of Santos. 1, 2, 3, and Santos picking up the continued to fight. And it seems as though Jay Young, accustomed to that tag team life with his partner Johnny Respawn, continuing to elude us all. And it's singles competition again, but didn't work for Winterfest, and it doesn't pay off here tonight as Santos with a big victory in his return to the ring. Certainly making moves here tonight at the Shakeup. Elated is Santos, and with good reason. It's good to see him back. That is one oily chest, I will also say, as we head to our next match. Into our tertiary main event we go. My lovelies here at the CMV Draft Shakeup. Been an incredible night already, and we have still got a whole bunch to look forward to, including that 6-man tag team match between the Kingdom and the Carter family. And our main event, where undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Chris Proudfoot will take on rival Bob Luger. No disqualification, but first, Adam Richards, who impressed a great many, including myself and management, in his debut at Winterfest. He was a part of that unique opportunity triple threat. He was able to eliminate Antonio Baleska. Came down to him and Robert Cross, and boy, did they two, the two of them, tear the roof down, or blow the roof off, I suppose, as the saying properly goes. Coming up with the L in the end was Robert Cross, who got that unique opportunity, but Adam Richards be given a chance here to bounce back in a major way against someone the stature of Randy Borton. Adam Richards ain't gonna let that chance slip through his fingers either, because as soon as that bell rang, he came out swinging. He is taking it to the Moo Moo Man. Forearm smash gets rejected. Randy Borton, Luthez press. There we go. And we all know the accolades of the Milkman. I mean, come on, a former 2-time world champion. That's what Adam Richards is dealing with here. And a big pickup for General Manager Ken Donahue. Randy Borton will be going to Crossfire, as will Adam Richards. Some more star picks for the General Manager of Tuesday nights. And Adam Richards is liking the way this matchup has started for himself, turning his back on Randy Borton. Using the ropes as leverage to choke Borton. Almost to the point of Borton passing out, but got to keep an eye or an ear out for the out. Doesn't want to get disqualified. To the top rope he goes. Poised. Double axe handle. Almost. Almost got it. Snapmare and a kick to the upper back. Punch straight down the sights. Irish whip by Adam Richards. Borton coming back on the rebound. Get a nice chest bump. Not out of sportsmanship though. Adam Richards has made it clear he is not going to play this one fair. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? Something has called the attention of Randy Orton. I'm not too sure exactly what's happening here, guys. But Adam Richards has no problem taking advantage. I literally don't know what happened there. Borton just suddenly got distracted. He was looking up at the ramp. Something was agitating him, but nothing happened. All right, well, anyway, Adam Richards hoping to take Borton down. Now fighting back is the Milkman. I think somebody might have missed their cue there or something. I'm not too sure. Or maybe Borton has just reached that point in his life where he's starting to hear and see things. Either way, European uppercut by Randy Borton, trying to garner the support of these fans. He's got it. Adam Richards leaned against the ropes. Back body drop sends him spilling down to the outside. That was not a soft landing. And a cutter! Oh! Face first. Off those pads that might as well not be there. That is pure concrete that lies beneath. Back into the ring we go. Adam Richards knows he can't afford to let this victory get away from him as he heads to Crossfire. Ken Donahue watching. Everybody watching. And look at that. Using all those underhanded tactics referee Poe couldn't see. Adam had his back to the official. Raking Borton's face and now up against the ropes. Gonna hang him out to dry. Richards decapitating the Moo Moo Man with no remorse. Adam Richards TKO. And is it over for Randy Borton? 1, 2, 3. It is Adam Richards victorious. And I guess we got to give some credit to whatever the hell was distracting Randy Borton that allowed Adam Richards to make a comeback and seize control. At the end of the day, though, Adam Richards has just pinned a former 2-time CMV World Champion. And that is something I can understand, and I'm sure Ken Donahue will as well. Woo! I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably can't because it's really quiet, but Ralph's sleeping next to me. He's dreaming. He keeps going, burf, burf. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Can't have that level of cuteness. Alright, this is CMV. This is where the big boys play, brother. And big boys are certainly looking to play up next in our co-main event. As the Kingdom's George King, Max Ryder, and Joe Dirt take on newcomers, the Cuttas. Coming straight out of the gym, we got Deck Carter and Burt Carter Jr. joined by their coach. Still to come in our main event, Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Chris Profit takes on Bob Luger. No disqualification. George King going to start things off against Deck Carter. George King at Winterfest issuing an open challenge that was answered by Randy Borton. George King in impressive fashion, taking down the Moo Moo Man. We all know King's aspirations. He wants the World Championship back, the one that he lost at Ascendance. Failed to recapture at Battle Scars in the Thy Kingdom Come match. George King will certainly have his chance as a part of the Supremacy brand. He and his Knights all going to Supremacy. And he will see Deck Carter as well as Brooke Carter Jr. there. The coach, however, going to be going to Crossfire along with the female contingent of the Carter family. Knee down onto the lower back deck. In the ring with a former world champion. This is a big start for the career of these young men. Knee to the midsection. Stomps to the chest. As I mentioned before, we saw George King in action at Winterfest, but we have not seen Max Rider or Joe Dirt actually in a match, and I can't even remember the last time. As George King revealed to us last week, they've been out nursing multiple injuries. So it'll be interesting to see how the former tag team champions readjust to the wrestling ring as George King gets caught up in an STO there, springs right back to his feet. He is not happy about being disrespected by a peasant like Deck Carter. George King takes the foot, stomp under the thigh, and onto the shoulders we go. Deck Carter is tall enough for this ride, plummeted off the shoulders and down to the canvas. Double axe header though, not going to do much good. Tag made to Brooke Carter Jr. Coach keeping a close eye here on his boys. Package slam? I don't know what to call that. It was like a package pile driver, but then got the big psych out and slammed him down. What the hell is this? Russian leg sweep out of the arm. Some innovative offense by Brooke Carter Jr. as he enters the ring. Over to the midsection, misses the big boot. Jumped up into the arms of George King. Was looking for a clothesline, but that is certainly not what he found. Takes the arm, smacks it off the mat. George King has Brooke Carter right where he wants him. Now Irish whip, corner. Time for one of the Knights to get the share, or maybe not. George King intent on doing this thing all by himself, perhaps. I think he's attempting to make a tag, but he's finding it hard to do so. Perhaps because of the placement of Brooke Carter Jr. kind of blocking the path. Again, off the torture rack position, Brooke Carter Jr. And there's the tag. Max Rider gonna come to get him some. And for two teams like the Kingdom and the Carters, those tag team titles, what it's all about, currently held by God's Chosen. Saw Joey Diaz in that battle royal earlier at the top of the show. We still got Chris Proudfoot in action in our main event. Where is Big Braxton Sutter lurking? I don't think I want to know. Snap DDT. Big kick to the gut. Big boot. Everything Max Rider does is big. Big drag. Sweeps the legs. That's the only way you can deal with someone the size of Max Rider. But now we get a tag to the Elder. Coach Jackson coming in. Meanwhile, Deck has just hopped off the apron. Looks as though he's taking a timeout for himself. Slammed into the corner and then sent out towards the center of the ring. Coach Jackson is not exactly the tallest guy in this match. As a matter of fact, I think he may be the shortest. But he is not letting that hold him back. Stepping up to Max Rider and throwing down. Oh, man, but he's going to get some knees eating him. Rolling under that bottom rope. That's only going to buy him so much time, though, as Max Ryder waiting a long time to get back into the ring and do what he does best, and that is dominate. Clothesline ducked. Max Ryder spear to Coach Jackson. A man already cut in half. Downsized again. Thrown overhead with such ease. Max Ryder without breaking a sweat. Swinging scoop slam like a rag doll, and here comes Joe Dirt. Just like Max Ryder has been waiting a very long time to get his hands on some prey. Coach Jackson held up against the middle rope, and Brooke Carter Jr. could do nothing but watch as their coach is dismantled here. Single leg takedown, there you go. There's still some fight in the old man. Targeting the lower back. Coach Jackson bringing the Knight up to his feet, dropping him down onto the knee, making those kidneys feel some type of way. We got a stall suplex. Here we go. Coach Jackson may be down, but not out. Looking for a successful debut. Tagging in Brooke Carter Jr. Double Irish whip on the rebound. Big man Joe Dirt sent flying. Got some serious height on that back body drop. Brooke Carter Jr. not strong enough at this moment, though, to lift all the weight of Joe Dirt. He's got to be, what, 6'6", near 300 pounds? All three members of the Kingdom. No easy task to deal with. Ricardo Jr. doing his damnedest, thrown back. And Joe Dirt with a vertical suplex of his own. Both Coach Jackson and Dad Carter asking for a tag, seeing that Brooke is in trouble. Powerbomb almost puts him right through the canvas. Forearm smash at close range. Catches the punch, though, sends it back his way. Sunset flip, powerbomb into the pin. One. I feel like that was a bit dirty. He took down the entire top rope with him. We don't got to destroy the ring now. High angle dick grab slam, aka the Michinoku driver. Done action. Crossface applied by Brooke Carter Jr. Max Ryder attempting to make the save of his tag team partner, but failed miserably. Lucky Joe Dirt himself was able to escape on his own. They're rusty, alright? The Kingdom haven't been in action in a very long time, as mentioned before. They got some things to work on. Brooke Carter with a punch to the face and a DDT through the ropes. Reaching out his hand for that tag. Joe Dirt not able to make it. Brooke Carter Jr. attempted to run interference, able to escape to the outside, but as soon as he gets back into the ring, we get a package slam. Yet again. Joe Dirt, knife edge chop. Make Ric Flair smile. Turned around, though, to get a good look at that derriere, only for an elbow. Snap reality, double tag. Here comes Max Ryder, and here comes Dent Carter. Shoulder block. Topples Ryder. And Deck going hard in the motherfucking paint now. Ain't no stopping him. Letting Max Rider fall back down to the canvas out of that vertical suplex. And just power move after power move after power move. Rolling fireman's carry senton. This is what I like to see. That caught him bringing the fire. Max Rider. Drop toe hole into the ropes. Nearly brought them all down. Inverted atomic drop and an elbow to the top of the head and another spear. That Carter walked right into the Lion's Den. Oh, but look at that, taking out George King and Max Rider. 2 for the price of 1. Jumping high knee right up into the jaw. And a cravat neck breaker. Jack Carter too busy basking in his own glory there. A classic rookie mistake. Hot tag to Joe Dirt, who comes right in for the Kingdom. Beast Bomb. Shaking the entire ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. The co-main event. The co-main event. Really? Really, 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 really? Really, 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 really? The co-main event is where you freeze? That was a 3, though. We heard the 3. So the Kingdom are victorious, and now, of course, I have to restart the stream just for the main event. It's classic. I really thought we were going to make it. I was actually thinking, wow, we're actually going to make it through with a single crash, but nope. Thought too soon. So BRB, guys, we've still got the match. Hang around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Sorry. Not my fault, but we'll be back in a couple minutes.